I've been taking pot shots at all the people that believe in the nonsense of the COVID-19 psyop. Okay, so I'm putting this one up, which is a meme that I came across this week in my internet travels. It says it's two Amish guys talking. It says, "I wonder why COVID has not affected us," and the other Amish guy is replying, "'Cause we don't have TV." And I asked the question: if nobody paid attention to the lying whore media, the lying whore mainstream media of the major networks and the major, mainstream websites, how many people would even be aware that anything different has occurred in society? It would be business as usual. There would be no higher alarm. There would be no higher danger. There would be no higher death rates than happen any other year all around us. The only difference is that the media is telling you to be panicked and afraid. That's the only difference. The mind controllers and their little pets called the mainstream media, you little whore pets, okay? Just absolutely lying for a paycheck because you had garbage for parents, and as a result, you're pieces of trash garbage, you lying whores. That's all it is. That's all you ever are. That's all you are. It's all you ever have been, and probably all you ever will be in your useless, miserable whore lives, okay? And you're just lying to people for a paycheck, and dumb people believe you. And that's all this whole thing really is, folks. You want to really come down to it? Get as offended as you like. It doesn't mean I don't care about other human beings. I care about actually the truth and human freedom and what's going on regarding human suffering, probably more than just about anybody on this planet, okay? So don't pin that bullshit guilt on me. It won't work on this one because I know what my true emotions are and you don't, okay? So don't ascribe your nonsense to me and you're, virtue signaling to me, because I know what real virtue is. I know what real rights are. I know what real morality is, and most people don't. Okay? So, I'm going to continue pointing out the hypocrisy and the virtue signaling and the nonsense because people believe the bullshit mainstream media. All right? And it's 2020, and it's far too late in the game for people to still be accepting the word, the completely tainted word of the same people that told us there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Okay? The same people that told us that Iraqis were taking babies out of incubators to kill them. The same people that told us that smoking cigarettes was perfectly healthy. The same people that told us that spraying DDT on children's heads was perfectly fine as a disinfectant method. And on and on and on, the lying and lying. The same people that told us that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. You still believe these whore liars. They're whore paid liars. And people still believe them wholesale. And just do an experiment. Go into a population center, okay? Don't go out into rural America. Go out into a deep population center, a city. Okay, where the bulk of the population is at, where like 85 to 90% of the human population in America is at. Go into a populated region and start asking people if they actually believe what the mainstream media says and if they are trying to tell them the truth. Do this as a social experiment if you don't believe it from me, if you don't accept that it's the truth. I've done this. I don't need to believe anything because I've done an experiment, social experiments with people, with my friends. We have gone out into populated centers and asked them if they believe the mainstream media. And the results that we've gotten are so horrifying that almost every single human being has said, yes, we believe that the mainstream media is trying to do their best effort possible to bring the truth to the American public. They believe that. These little naive children in consciousness. Doesn't matter how old they are. Doesn't matter whether they're 15 years old or 90 years old. It goes up in every age range. They believe the media is telling them the truth. That's how naive the American public is. And, people can make the case, oh, it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, but not that much, folks. And certainly not that fast. Okay, so, this is where we're at. Here's a a Facebook post that says there would be no division over mask wearing or social distancing, etc. If here's what we should really be focused on, because this is what the whole PSYOP is geared to take our attention away from. It's all geared to take our attention away from the highest level power brokers in our world being pedophiles. This was all emerging during 2016 and after, and boy, oh boy, did the mainstream media put a kibosh on it at the request of their overlord satanic masters. The masters of society said, hey, we got to stop all of this emerging information coming out about how we're all pedophiles, and this is ultimately our form of money. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the power brokers of the world don't give a damn about paper money. They don't give a damn about electronic credits on the screen. They don't give a damn about gold and precious metals. Ladies and gentlemen, their true money is children for sex and murder. Make no mistake about it, and if you haven't understood that, you're also a naive child in your consciousness. And this is what it is all about distraction from, ladies and gentlemen. And ultimately, it's about distraction from the understanding of natural law, the understanding of the dark occult and how it rules society through mind control. And it's also about a distraction from these people are a child trafficking pedophile cult at the highest levels. Here's a nice, cute picture of Jeffrey Epstein in his house in the middle of the image. Known pedophile who did not kill himself, trafficking children to the elite of the world as a scapegoat. So if it ever gets discovered, oh, here's the low-level punk who we can blame it all on him. No, he's just a patsy. He's just a low-level initiate. He's one of the, helpers of the true vampires. That's all. He's one of the golems doing their bidding. Here's James Stanley at the left, a former JP Morgan banking group executive. Next to him, on his left, your right, is the former Treasury Secretary of the Treasury under the Clinton administration, Larry Summers, Satanist, pedophile. Okay? Then, of course, Epstein in the middle, Satanist, pedophile. Then you have Gates right next to Epstein. Bill Gates, Mr. Vaccinate the World. Mr. I'm a philanthropist, but I'm also a eugenicist who wants to cull the human population. Yeah, sure you are, Bill. You're a little punk, bitch, coward nerd. And that's an insult to actual nerds, You're a little punk, bitch, insecure, button dick little boy is what you are. How's that? Okay? That you want to take out, that you never really experienced any care from people around you, any true love, and you're a little psychopathic bitch boy that thinks now you're God and you're in the big club. Guess what, guys? You guys aren't even really in the big club pictured here. You're little low-level fucking puppets who will get thrown under the bus at the first opportunity, you little shits. You're a little shit nothing who, when you do the bidding of your masters, you're going to get thrown under the bus as soon as they don't need your little lackey clown asses anymore. Okay? And you're too dumb to know it, shithead. You're too dumb to know how it really works, boy.